Hello everyone, in this video we'll be talking about the numericals based on power. The different formulas of power is what I've written in the first code. Now power, the basic formula is voltage multiplied by time, current, means voltage product current. Now by Ohm's law we know that voltage is I into R. So I've just substituted that. So the other formula that we can use for power is P is equals to I square. Okay. Or I can substitute the current by Ohm's law as V by R. So V times V by R is V square by R. So we have three formulas for power. One is V into I, the other is I square R, and the third is V square by R. Okay. So we'll be going to use any of these according to the given information. So the first one is they have given us the current has to be, what will be the current is what they are asking us. That means the resistance, sorry, no resistance, voltage and power is given. So power is equals to 40 watt and voltage is equals to 220 volt. So we know that the formula is equals to P equals to P into I. So P is 40, that is equals to 220 I. So I should divide 40 by 220 and that will give me the I, right? And the answer is how much? It will be around a decimal. Okay, I can simplify this by saying 2 by 11 is equals to I, but we need to write it always in the decimal. So 2 by 11, I'm changing it into decimal. Always find the current in decimals. Don't leave it in fractions. The next question, they are saying the voltage is 250, the current is 0.4 and we have to find power and resistance both. So V is 250, I is 0.4. Okay, so power is V into I. That means 250 multiplied by 0.4, which is equals to 100 watt. Okay, for resistance, Ohm's law, V by I, which is equals to 250 divided by 0.4, which is equals to 625. Or if I want to change the decimal, it will be 2500 divided by 4, which is a 625. Clear? Next. An electric bulb is connected to a voltage of 220 and a current is 0.5. I have to find the power. So it's again easy. V is given as 220, I is given as 0.5. So P is equals to VI, which I'm leaving it for you to finish off. No other extra information has to be found, right? Directly power. Okay. No change in the units also. So just multiply these two, you'll get your answer, right? Next, I have to find the current when the power is given as 920 and the voltage is 230. So current has to be found. Power is 920. What? Voltage is 230 volt. So power is equals to V into I. So P upon V will be I. That means 920 divided by 230 will be my I. Okay. So the 0 goes off. 92 divided by 223, right? So which is I is equals to 4 ampere because 23 times 4 is going to be a 92, right? Next, oh sorry, power dissipated. So I need to find the power. Current is given in milliampere. So I have to change it into ampere. So 4 times 10 raised to minus 3 ampere. And the resistance is given in, yes, watt. 5 kilo ohms, not watt. So kilo means how much? Yes, 1000. So 5000 ohms. Now it's I and R. So that means power is equals to which formula we should use here? I square R. Okay, there's no voltage given. So we will directly use I square R, which is equals to 4 times 10 raised to minus 3 the whole square multiplied by 5000. Right? So that will be equals to 16 times 10 raised to minus 6 multiplied by 5000. Right? Now this 10 raised to minus 6 and 1000, they'll be simplifying. Okay, and you will get what? 10 raised to minus 3, because 1000 is 10 raised to plus 3. So power is equals to 10 raised to minus 3. That part I have done. Now 5 multiplied by 16 gives me a 90. So I can further simplify it as 9 times 10 raised to minus 2 watt. Okay. So here I've used the formula I square R. Clear? Next. A kettle has a resistance of 30 ohms. It is connected to a voltage of 240. What is the power rating? So power. So P is equals to, I don't have I. So we'll be using the formula V square by R, which is equals to 240 whole square divided by 30. So can I say this can be written as 240 multiplied by 240 divided by 30. So can I simplify this by this as 8? Yes. Now 240 times 8 is going to give me a 1920 watt. So in this one, we are using the formula of power as V square by R. Am I clear? Now the twist. If you see here, there is an electric ion which is consuming energy at a rate of 840 watt when it is heating at the maximum rate, and 340 watt when it is heating in the minimum rate. So let me just bifurcate it into two parts. First is heating at maximum. Okay, and the other one is heating at minimum. Okay, so in both the cases, the power consumed is different. Okay, so we have to find out the current flowing. So in the heat maximum case, it's given as P is equals to, the power is used as 840 watt. And in the minimum condition, the power used is 360 watt, right? Now in both the cases, the voltage is 220 because we're not changing the voltage. Okay, so voltage is 220. Now what we have to find in both the cases? Yes, the current flowing and the resistance, right? So we have to find I and V and R, I'm sorry. So I'm going to do it for the heat maximum condition, and then I'll do it for the minimum condition. So I'm going to bifurcate that part also into two, because I need to find for resistance and for current. Okay. So the current is, power is equals to V into I. So power by velocity, voltage will give me current. So 840 divided by 220 will give me a current. So current is going to be 84 divided by 22, which is 3.8 ampere, right? Okay. And for for resistance, I can say V by I is equals to resistance, means R is equals to V by I, which is 220 divided by 3.8 ampere. So R is turning out to be a 57.6. Okay. Similarly, for minimum heating capacity, I need to find the current. So current is power divided by voltage. Here in this case, it's 360 divided by 220, which is 36 divided by 22, which is equal to 1.6 ampere. Okay. And the resistance will be V upon I, which is again 220 divided by 1.6. Okay, so that can be written as 220, sorry, 0 divided by 60. So resistance is equals to, sorry, 134, 1, yeah, 134 approximately 0.5, 0.1 ohm. So this is not exactly, the current is not exactly 1.6, it's 1.64 something, recurring decimal. And therefore 1.6 is not the exact value, it's 1.64. So if you put that, you get your resistor to be 1.34.1 ohms. Am I clear? Okay, so what is the thing? The heater is the same. It's actually burning at the maximum. So what is the power consumption? And minimum, what is the power consumption? That's given. So we have to find the amount of current and the resistance in each individual case. Am I clear? The next is again two cases. So let me make it two. Part 1, part 2. Right? So they are saying there is a resistor. Let me write it as 2 ohm in both the cases. So first case, we are having a voltage of 6 volt and there are two more resistors which are connected in series. So let me write it as R2 as 1 ohm, R3 as 2 ohms, right? And the voltage, I'm going to put it on the right side. That means the volt given is 6 volt and we have to find the power, right? So first I need to know the resultant resistance. So resultant resistance is, because it's series, I'll just keep adding all the three. So R1 plus R2 plus R3, which is 2 plus 1 plus 2. So total resistance is 5 ohms, right? And the power voltage is 6. So the formula for power in terms of voltage and resistor is V square by R, which is 6 square by 5, which is 36 by 5, correct? So the power is equals to 7.2 watt. Clear? Now in the next condition, they are saying that the voltage is 4 volt. It is connected to a parallel connection with two more resistors. So let me take R2 as 12 ohms, R3 as 2 ohms, okay, and the voltage is 4 volt. Again I have to find the power, but in this case it's a parallel connection. So the resultant resistance will be 1 upon R is equals to 1 upon R1 plus 1 upon R2 plus 1 upon R3. So that will give me half plus 1 by 12 plus half. So this half plus half will become a 1. So that will be a 1 plus 1 by 2, which is 13 by 2. 12. Sorry, 12. So this is 1 upon R is 13 by 12. So R means just the reciprocal means 12 by 13, which is equal to approximately 0.92 ohms. Right? Now, the power. So power is equals to again V square by R. In this case, the V is 4. So 4 square by 0.92, which is 16 by 0.92, which is approximately equal to 16.6 volt. Sorry, watt. Wrong unit. 16.6. So what did they do? They have given us two conditions. In one condition, the resistance R1 is connected in series. Okay, so we have done the resultant resistance of series connection. We found the total resultant resistance and then we have just directly plugged in the value in V square by R to find the power. In the second condition, it's saying that it's a parallel connection. So for parallel connection, we have done 1 upon R is equals to 1 upon R1 plus 1 upon R2 and we found the resultant resistance. And then we plugged in again in V square by R and we found the value of the power. So we just saw different various questions to find the power. I've taken some extra questions for your practice. Okay. So you can see in the fourth and the fifth condition, you have to find two things. First is the potential difference. Why? Because P dot D means potential difference and power. Correct? Same way in the next question, that is fifth, again you have to find the current and resistance. There are two parts, whereas 1, 2 and 3 are simple questions. Hope this is clear. Thank you.